If we're lucky, word hasn't spread that you've hung up your jackboots. Just try to put on your meek, harmless, broken by the system face. Oh, and don't forget your uniform. Looking sharp. Your ex-colleagues won't pay any attention to you unless you let them take a close look.
Listen here. I'm going to tell you something, and it's between you and me. Completely off the record, yeah? The whole thing's quite disturbing to me. They've got good reason to close off parts of the building, but at the end of the day, it's a load of bollocks. This place is a treasured part of London's history, of its culture. Great, powerful men have ruled over this fortress. The citizens of London have an obligation to it. You can't keep people out. They must visit it, breathe in its very essence, so that they too can become great. But again, this is all between you and me, mate. Carry on now.
Right, fan out and find the target. Drone, area search.
A word of caution now we're inside. Any disturbance in here and Nigel Cass will surely cancel his meeting. Avoid being detected by your former colleagues or this operation is a bust.
Nigel won't have anything important on this floor.
You Cass expert, you. You seen his puller profile or something?
Yeah, I was Albion too, if you hadn't twigged to that. Me and Cass were close once. Looked up to him. He was bigger than life, fam. Literally a tech genius. And I was just a gearhead kid. I wanted to be like him. That's why I joined up.
Give me a break.
Didn't find out he was a murderous prick until later.
You don't think it's going to make certain aspects of our job redundant, do you?
Not a chance. Director Cass takes care of his own. You know that.
Fair point.
So can you tell me a bit more about how the record is going?
Everything is proceeding on schedule. Mr. Cass is as determined as ever to make the White Tower as safe as possible for terrorist attacks. I believe he has ensured every security measure involving the as he likes to say, there's nothing. Example, there will be interactive 3D displays cued to the viewer's optic and a ring for Albion to operate.
My word. I dare say it sounds like it's very much a passion project.
I've got nothing against it. All my paperwork's in order, right? Got
Their
nothing to
damn
hide.
boots
Go
before
ahead.
coming in.
Spot check me.
problem with it.
Whinging about how many London on there, right? Show you fucking on Albion. Don't me about this.
Now the
I am blowing the top. I go for walks, I do the dishes, clean the sink, loads of cleaning really. And like, it's not like I'm being a hermit, innit?
Hey, it's me.
I heard someone saying
How are you?
This door clearly requires a security pass.
Wonderful.
Use one of the nearby computers to create your forgery.
Be careful. You don't want to know what Nigel does with trespassers.
Where's his leather gloves? Even in
10 years. I've known
sick of
this
all
guy
these
for
drones
10 years,
flying around.
and he
They're
can't
like
even be bothered to
everywhere.
drop me a line.
Can't make
Let
a
me know he's
block in
all right.
the city without
He
seeing
could
a
be
flock
dead
of
for all I
drones
know.
buzzing around.
Could be
You know,
lying
they
face
give you-
down
You
at
been
the
up
bottom
there
of the
lately?
Thames.
Yes.
Or wait, dead bodies float, don't they?
Well, the point remains.
It'll take some time for the forgery to be ready. To keep you occupied, I dragged up still images and a recording from an internal investigation into Cass Sr.'s death.
Let's see it.
Internal Psych Assessment AS001 Subject Cass Nigel. Mr. Cass experienced a deeply traumatic event when he witnessed the murder of his father, Gareth Cass, CEO of Albion. He began exhibiting symptoms soon after what he frequently described as the random event. Mr. Cass's initial symptoms included insomnia, paranoia, distorted blame, and recurring flashbacks. However, he appears to have channeled his anger and self-described powerlessness into his work to ensure that Albion become, quote, a mechanism for preventing unpredictable violence. It seems somewhat of a mania, edging on psychosis. For me, this raises concerns about Mr. Cass's fitness to run a multinational security company. But I cannot, at this time, make any recommendation beyond continued monitoring, especially considering that I have been asked to close this file.
Oh my. I'm not one to make light of one's mental health, but Cass clearly has issues. And he's been put in charge of keeping London safe.
Yeah, well, Nigel's never close to anyone but his dad. And me, I guess. Never had much faith in people, really.
Well, the pass is ready, but rough. If this resistance thing doesn't work out, I doubt you'll make a living as a document forger. Let's give it a go anyway. Nigel Cass awaits.
Everywhere. Can't make it a bloody block in this city without seeing a flock of drones buzzing around.
At least
You know they
Frank
give you
Kelly
cancer,
and
right?
Albion don't hide what they're about. Dead sex out
My
there.
food all over me. Yeah? Yeah, the sandwich is in my lap, pretty much. Yeah, I know.
How's it going?
How are you getting on with those metrics? The deadline is coming up quickly. It wouldn't do to miss it. He's presenting to the stakeholders right now.
I know, but if I mess this up, then the whole project is delayed.
Do you know how easy it is to make a delicious jerk pork? Delicious? I know. Morality, whatever. Animal rights, whatever.
Welcome to Project Themis.
Our new autonomous drones. These drones can identify, isolate, and terminate threats before they can do harm. They can go anywhere, see everything. They could kill a man alone in an alley or in a crowd of hundreds with perfect precision. Themis drones can do what humans have always struggled to. Act immediately and decisively. Without your support, I couldn't stand here and tell you, I promise you, that with the launch of Project Themis, London will be the first city in the world to be made truly safe.
Mr. Cass, I was hoping you called us all in here today to discuss the ethical issues.
No, it's all right. The Commissioner cares, as we all do. I admire his passion and his dedication. Let's talk ethics.
Well, for one, Themis goes far beyond Albion's mandate. We really should have more government consultation.
I see. Delay the launch so that we can debate and assess the details.
We're missing the human element here. I can get the Defense Minister on the line right now.
Well, if you feel you must. It's the human element that got us into this. No more debate, delay, indecision. Understand this. I will not allow anyone, not even myself, to jeopardize Themis. Now, will our friends at Tidus be ready? You are the cornerstone of the project after all. Do you need to consult any outside parties?
No. We'll be ready.
And just in time. Criminals running our streets. Illegals threatening our families. The police commissioner himself. Assassinated by terrorists. Decisiveness is hard. But here's the best part. Once this decision is made, no more will be required of you.
A building-wide security sweep has been initiated due to document breach.
I warned you about that forgery. Your uniform will help. Don't let them get a close look at you.
How the bloody hell do I get out of here, Bangs?
The catacombs, fam.
Get off your phone, or we'll both get robbed.
Saw Nigel in action in there, didn't you? Man can be very, persuasive.
Anyone? Can be with a gun in hand. It's crass. He does seem in a hurry to launch this Themis project. None of what I've heard is comforting. don't like this one bit. What on earth was that?
Fucking hell. Albion's top secret project is an automated killing machine. And it looks like Cass is almost ready to launch. We have to get Themis out of his hands.
I'll prepare a briefing. Will we see you there, Hamish?
Pretty face, not risking, remember? But patch me in. You and me got some scheming to do, Bagley.
Phone, don't you feel me now? Yes, it's actually working for once.
I told you to stay fucking still. Tough, do you?
Never help. You're fucking kidding me. I hope some.
I'll start the briefing whenever you're ready. Here's what we know about Nigel Cass. He's rolling out something called Project Themis. The lack of information on its own is worrisome, but what little we do know is Cass wishes to remove the human element from law enforcement.
We also know he's partnered with Titus, which is never good. Titus does other work with Albion. Nasty shit like autonomous weapons, human targeting algorithms.
So Titus is our best lead to fill in the blanks on the secret project, but their security is notoriously difficult to crack. So Hamish has proposed an intriguing solution.
Albion's been working on a new microdrone, something my contact told me about. That shit's not even in production yet, but if we get the plans, we can manufacture our own.
To bypass Titus security.
Exactly. They're weird as fuck. Supposed to do maintenance on Albion's other drones, but the smallness of them means they can slip into places nothing else can.
Well, there we have it. Our next step is to infiltrate the Albion drone manufacturing lab and get our hands on schematics.
And then you lot will have a fun little gadget to break in the Titus. Love it. I'll shoot you the location. Be careful. Albion doesn't like to share his toys.
I'm ready to go when you are.
Right then.
You're coming up on the Albion drone facility where the micro-drone is being developed.
I hope this will be worth the risk.
It will be. You're gonna need to disable the security system protecting the R&D lab.
Reporting.
You don't look familiar.
Hey, what are you doing?
Security's down in the R&D lab. The plans for the microdrone will be in there somewhere.
Frag grenade release!
Engaging target.
I've downloaded the schematics. You can leave whenever you like. Now that we have the schematics, we can make microdrones of our very own.
Better move fast on that, Bags. We need to get into Titus ASAP. Shut down Project Themis before Nigel decides to launch. And with what he was saying, we don't have much time.
Check out that drone.
All those found to be members of DedSec will be arrested. And you're a piece of shit!
We must do something.
Got a potential recruit for you. I'll mark them on your map. We've successfully trialed our first microdrone, and it's officially as cute as the dickens. I've decided to name it Sebastian.
Time to break into Titus.
And take away Nigel Cass's newest toy, Project Themis. Bagley, any idea where that name comes from?
Greek mythology. Themis was the goddess of divine justice. You know, the one with the sword.
Ooh, that is so Nigel fucking Cass.
See? School's useful for something besides social maladjustment. Find the schematics of the building and I'll work out the location of the Themis project.
Fuck, is he by?
Is that a new recruit?
Let's do this.
Please, I need help.
Need to reload. Cover me. Moving to engage. Find that suspect.
They're my shoes. No.
Find them! Drone, full sweep of the area.
Have you looked at the Themis brief, ma'am?
Yes, I looked at it before I assigned you to the project. I am quite familiar with what it entails.
You must see the ethical implications of this. Themis violates half a dozen laws at least.
Those laws don't apply anymore. Or haven't you been paying attention? We're functioning under martial law here.
No. Themis is more than just martial law. It's a guillotine waiting to come down on everyone.
Look, you have two options. You can do your job, or you can lose your job. Pick one.
Look round for anything named Themis.
Of course. Easy peasy.
Well, if I was hiding a top-secret, morally dubious drone project like Themis, I would put it in the secure vault on the lowest level. You will have to hack your way past some pretty serious security, however. The elevator that leads to the secure vault that houses Themis is locked down. You will have to access the bypass terminal to use it. You will require a spider bot.
Investigating disturbance.
You'll be using Sebastian and the rest of the microdrones to bypass security. But first you'll have to get by that laser array. I suggest a spider bot and steady nerves.
Of course. Easy peasy.
Our job is not an easy one, but it is an important one. Right now we devote countless hours to intelligence gathering and still things slip through the cracks. We're doing our best, you tell me. We are, but our best isn't good enough. That doesn't sound right. But even we aren't perfect yet. Yeah, no, like that. That strikes a humble note. We make errors in judgment. That's human nature, but we cannot afford errors. We are the last resort to protect the people. Project Themis will dispense justice and protection. It will use data to predict the patterns of crime and abuse. It will let us transcend the faults in our own nature. Not bad. Yeah, they'll have questions, of course, which is fair. It's an extreme measure, and there is potential for abuse, but this is what London needs.
All right, Sebastian, this is what you and your friends have been training for. Time to crash the security grid for Daddy.
Go forth, little drones. Show Daddy what you can do.
That's the spirit. She'll be pretty sick.
Sebastian, no!
Right then, no time for tears. Meet Sebastian, another of our countless microdrone allies. All named Sebastian, of course. You can't iterate on perfection. There are the cores. Destroy them, Sebastian. And for God's sake, be careful. You've made your father very proud, Sebastian. Oh, right. You should be able to access the Themis project room now.
Let's ruin Nigel's fucking day!
London, once a beacon of civility, now a cesspool of lawlessness. It is clear that humanity can no longer police itself. Fortunately, we don't have to. Welcome to Project Themis. Albion has found a way to apply an existing system, LifeScore, a data aggregator of biometrics, personal information, to our new autonomous drones. These drones can identify, isolate, and terminate threats before they can do harm. They can go anywhere, see everything. They could kill a man alone in an alley or in a crowd of hundreds with perfect precision. Themis drones can do what humans have always struggled to. Act immediately and decisively.
Fuck me, I knew it! The LifeScore algorithm. My algorithm. I should have scrubbed it before I left.
What do you mean, Hamish? You know how Themis works?
No, fam. Well, yeah. This was years ago. We were developing a LifeScore algorithm for what Cass called a peacekeeping system. Supposed to identify vulnerable civilians, not target them.
Bloody hell.
So in theory, Themis could be programmed to target anyone based on any number of parameters.
Exactly. That's the way Cass thinks. Genius, but twisted. We have to stop this. And I know how. We delete the LifeScore data and Themis is done.
Oh, for Christ. All right.
And Finney.
Yes, we'll have the award ceremony another time. Get out now. This may be entertaining. I've intercepted an audio transmission from Nigel Cass.
No more excuses. This is my city, and I will not have DedSec ruin my plans for it. Themis was poised to change London, the world. And this group of... And Hamish fucking Balaji? I want them all. They made you all look like fools. They walked calmly into the White Tower, and no one, not one of you, stopped them with all our vaunted security measures. So do any of you have anything to say? Nothing. Well, everyone, and I mean everyone in the organization, will be revetted immediately. Someone help them, that's certain, and we will root them out. This time, we will get them all.
Well, that's about done it. Cass is gonna steam about this for a while. No more LifeScore, no more Themis. You did it.
It was a group effort, Hamish. We wouldn't have gotten very far without your help. And we'll need your help again next time we take on Nigel Cass.
Not much of a joiner, fam. Considering how my days at Albion ended. But I'll be keeping watch on them and Cass. Maybe feed you lots of intel.
And there's still the question of Zero Day. Remember them? Completely gutted DedSec 1.0.
Cass had a hand in that purge, Bagley, and in the bombings, so we'll gladly accept any help you can give us, Hamish. Cheers.
Oh my, I am rather good at this DedSec business, aren't I?
You wouldn't have been recruited if DedSec thought you'd be killed that easily.
You sure know how to sweet talk a gentleman.
The Bagsman is like that. Bit of a prick, but dead useful. Just ignore him if he's vexing you.
In the last adventure of Detective Bagley and his occasionally helpful human sidekicks, we discovered that a billionaire tech mogul and a war profiteer both had secret plots to exploit human suffering and murder thousands. A shocking twist, I know. Speaking of the people we most suspect, Mary Kelly's slave trade is bound to be any day now, and we also just received a distress signal from a coffee shop of all places. Maybe the Wi-Fi's down or something.
Is that really relevant, Bagley?
Yes, obviously there's more to it than that, but I knew I had to make a joke or you'd just tune it out. I've marked both leads on your optic. I've been monitoring the drone network. Mary Kelly has finally sent out the invitations to her slave market sale.
DedSec, it's Caitlin Lau. This is your specialty. Hack one of those drones and get the location where she's selling those poor microchipped people. Let's put an end to this.
I'm innocent!
Well, that was simple, even for you. Give me a moment to decipher the security codes.
So Bagley, what do you have?
Mary Kelly is holding her sale at Hackney Baths. Opened in 1904, it was, as the name implies, a public sanitation facility. In today's more enlightened modern times, it's a slave trading market.
She mentioned foreign investors, so this is big. It means associates, clients, employees, anyone remotely involved in her organization. We're taking Mary Kelly down from within.
Inspector Lau wants to take her case against Mary Kelly to a contact in the Attorney General's office, which means gathering as much data as we can to make sure it has the leverage needed for them to prosecute.
The microchips are a huge part of this equation that we know almost nothing about. We need something tangible about these things. See if you can find anything. Blueprints, receipts, samples.
So, the plan is simple. Crash the Kellys' soiree, find out as much as you can, and, minor detail, try not to get killed.
Can't be too careful at the Baths team. Mary can kill all her captives with the push of a button. If we try to free them now, they're good as dead. She doesn't know we're on to her yet. That gives us the advantage.
I think you should cut him a little slack.
good news. It's time to put your life on the line for the Resistance.
Yo, what took you so long? Now what?
Don't just blunder in. Hack the building's CTOS hub and see what to expect once you're inside.
Bless, bruv.
Yep, I got that. Of course.
Locked and loaded.
Get all the names, places, dates, whatever information you can in there. We need to build this case. And find a way to free those people.
I'll do what I can.
Aye, no one's here yet. Good thing, too. The champagne's leaked, and you know how these rich bastards like free plonk. We ain't off the teat with it. Yeah, products primed and ready for sale, no worries. Nah, she ain't. Not for this lot, at least, which is fine with me. She's the boss and all, but... Come on, look at the camera. Straight. Right, that's good. Stand up now, and slowly turn around.
I don't want to do this, please.
Get your fucking ass up. Fucking miserable. There's no way this bastard will sell. The buyers expect high quality stuff.
All right then, get him downstairs. We'll update the catalogue and put his stats online. No, I'm sorry. I'll do what you say. Don't take me there, no!
Shut the fuck up!
Oh, fuck. What the shit?
Let's take a closer look.
Chances are good the basement will be locked. Chances are equally good that one of these knobheads left their access codes laying around somewhere. Thanks for the cellar key, knobhead.
Fucking banger.
Short-sighted. Don't want your hands there, right?
I think this is the noib. It's fucking black market, isn't it? Besides, that's not...
bloody pull. Got it?
I'm all about the high life, but this is fucking revolting. I don't know how much more of this I can take.
Keep your head. If we try anything before disabling the microchips, Mary Kelly is liable to purge her inventory.
Accessible option for extending your life. Add decades with a new heart. Kidneys, lungs, cornea.
Fuck me. So this is the Golden Goose. One-stop shop on the dark web for whatever you want. Drugs, weapons, organs, slaves. Bruh, let's burn it all to the fucking ground.
I suggest washing your hands after this. Well, here's something interesting.
Miss Kelly, why is our explosive shipment delayed? You've received the crypto.
Every penny, love. Must admit, I thought you was some trolls chatting shit in Mum's basement.
And what do you think now?
I think you're well funded. And my organisation could be implicated in something quite ghastly. I think the price just doubled.
True to your reputation. But we can offer you something more valuable than money.
What's that then?
Power. We can make you the Queen of London.
Queen, eh? A queen is sovereign. Autonomous.
Unchecked. Release our shipment, and London will be yours to rule.
Well, I know a good deal when I hear one. Fireworks are on the way. Careful you don't burn yourselves now.
Ah, this is the nail in her coffin. Mary Kelly supplied the explosives for the bombings. Add that to the slaves and the organ market, she is done.
That's an interesting turn of events. So Mary isn't Zero Day, but she's involved. I have to admit, Zero Day's plan to cover their tracks was clever, and it worked. Even I didn't suspect this, and I suspect a lot of things.
Let's not lose sight of what we're doing here. We need everything on the Golden Goose for Caitlin's case. Bagley, were you able to recover any data?
This is a simple market site. I've recovered inventory lists, but not much that will help Inspector Lau's case.
Bags, get me the location of these web servers. We can get the info Caitlin needs and shut this shite down before it goes online.
I'd love to, but the servers are rudely jumping all over the world. They're probably using a shuttle protocol and some kind of mixnet. I can work it out, obviously, but it will take me a few days.
Fuck. Only one here who might know how to get into the servers is that dickhead host upstairs.
Clear. Better check elsewhere. You're really testing...
Oh my god!
That does it. I'll shoot!
Prick.
You're done for. It's your view. This starts it.
Good instincts. I've got coordinates for the Golden Goose servers, and as a bonus, the microchip control relay. Both are at Neogate.
Safe, bruv.
What the bloody hell happened? My connection died. I can't hear a thing.
Sadly, that operative has gone on to the big safe house in the sky.
DedSec, we need that server data. Once we have it, I'll take it to the Attorney General's office. Mary Kelly is going down for all of this.
Can't leave that bloody website online. We'll have to shut it down. That and the microchip control relay. Otherwise, whoever's being chipped is as good as dead.
Next stop, Neogate. It seems Mary hid the Golden Goose service in the heart of a cybersecurity software company. I don't condone her actions, but I must applaud the method.
Checking it out.
I found a potential recruit for you. Drop in a pin on your map.
Disobedience will be met.
I'm here.
Neogate hasn't been around for long, but they're leading the antivirus market. I bet the Kellys have something to do with this growing success. Regardless, we're about to destroy all of it.
Listen, I want that as bad as you do. But let's gather all the evidence we can before blowing it up. This is what we've been chasing after this whole time.
I suggest hacking the camera network to see what's what.
New cars, same shit drivers.
I'll find them.
Shit, I've been shot. We've got gunfire.
They won't stop
All
shooting!
units force the suspect to stop.
These feeds are from a sub-basement under the server room. Anyone up for some light entertainment?
You see, it contains a chemical cocktail. Botulinum, conotoxin, succinylcholine. Well, why go into specifics if you wouldn't even understand? Let's just say it took a lot of trial and error to get the mix right. Wouldn't want it killing too quickly or contaminating the
Oh
organs.
my god, this is where they implant the microchips. Test them. Bagley, capture all this footage. It's all going into my case file.
Here's another. I'm glad to see they're trying to keep things sterile. Don't want to risk infection. One more.
At issue are the strong convulsions triggered by the microchips, and concern over the possibility of damaging the valuable merchandise, the eyes being the most vulnerable. Initial findings indicate that the microcharge may be the problem. Although the damage to the lower stem is minimal, it is enough to trigger strong convulsions in approximately
Cut that shite,
30
Bagley.
cases.
I've seen enough.
There's a special place in hell for all the people involved in this operation.
You've got all the Golden Goose data along with this footage. Plus, you have her conspiring in the bombings. That must be enough to put Mary away.
I hope so. Now, how about blowing that shit up and disabling those microchips?
Get in, my son. That's one way to make money. Can't hack through this door. Only opens from the inside. Oh, bollocks.
You'll have to find another way in.
Opened.
Yes, well done.
Right. Time for Mary to bid her dark website goodbye. Let's destroy this thing. That should be enough.
The microchips are no longer functioning. I think Kelly's golden goose is cooked.
Bagley, your jokes are getting worse, not better.
Just leave the area before the same thing happens to you, all right?
Look around here. Drawn? Run after.
We have enough, DedSec. I'm going to my contact in the Attorney General's office right now. No time to waste. Mary Kelly is finally going down. Thanks.
Don't let us down, Caitlin.
Wonderful. But there are still so many people the Kellys have chipped. We must save them.
Any second now, Mary Kelly is going to realize that her personal slaves are no longer slaves and more like potential witnesses. We should apprehend her before she turns them into definite corpses.
We can't risk that happening. It might throw a spanner in Caitlin's plans.
Auto-drive now,
but we
baby.
need to help those last few people she's threatening.
The Kelly's stronghold is at the Sandstone residence. I've marked it on your map.